Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for those who are new here, I am Psychic Bella Love, and you can book your own personal private reading with me. All my information is in the description box below, as well as you can use coupon code Barbie, all in caps, to get 25% off a reading with me. You can use that code multiple times. The sale does end on the 31st of January. So today is Tuesday, January 19th, the day before Inauguration Day. There's a lot going on with obviously all of that, as well as Trump. So we're going to do two separate readings, one looking at, sort of like what is it going to be like on Inauguration Day and with the Biden administration. But this one is going to be about, Trump's last couple days and his first week out of office and what can we expect, because it's always some sort of craziness with him, right? So let me grab something real quick. Okay. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and jump in. Spirit, please join us and answer any questions that we have in regards to Donald Trump, and basically what does this next week specifically hold for him. Thank you, Spirit, for joining us. We're asking only with the intention and purpose of clarity so that we can be prepared and to protect ourselves. Spirit, we do not ask with any bad intent. Please bless and protect all who we ask about in this reading, as well as all who watch and participate. Amen. So, Spirit, First, Spirit, can you tell us, how is Donald Trump feeling right now as he is preparing to leave office? Thank you, Spirit. How is Donald Trump feeling right now as he's preparing to leave office? Oof, my stomach just totally went bloop. It literally felt like it jumped as I was picking up his energy. He is extremely anxious and nervous and scared for what's to come, you guys. And it's he's exhausted thinking about all of this stuff that he knows that he's going to have to deal with. I know I'm going to have so much to deal with, and I'm just tired even thinking about it. There's some defiance too, what little annoying things can I do before I go that's not going to contribute further to any more, sort of criminal charges or anything like that, but that will just be annoying for Biden to have to deal with, He already said some shit about lifting some travel ban, and the Biden administration was yeah, right, we're putting that right back in place and making it even stronger, so there is going to be stuff like that. He's very, very emotional too. Here's this Justice card, so of course he's going to have a lot to deal with. Here's Nancy Pelosi showing up. She always shows up as the Queen of Swords. He feels like Nancy is not going to stop until she just takes him down. It's just at this point, he feels like he's so tired of this beef that they have with each other. Because that's what he really feels like it is. Nancy's taking it as a personal beef at this point. And it's just but Nancy sees herself as wielding the sword of justice for that. She really this lady really does believe that she's put in this place to defend the American democracy, and that the things that she does are on behalf of others and something that's gonna be good. That's her belief. I'm not saying that's right or wrong. And so, but Trump just thinks it's a personal beef, if they were friends and he stole her boyfriend, so now she hates him forever kind of thing, that. It's a really funny. I mean, Wheel of Fortune, he's trying to turn things around, and trying to figure out how to do this. But you guys keep in mind too, there is like on a soul level, this feeling that maybe it is my karmic redemption. It's my time. I mean, Ace of Cups, though, he's looking for this, like, needle in the haystack that's going to save him from everything. And it's like, Spirit says he does a lot of this kind of thing where when he starts to allow himself to think, what if they're successful in actually taking me down? It's like, no, you're Donald Trump. They can't do that to you. Like, he, like, literally will, like, train himself to think about anything else so that he doesn't have to think about that. But he's very, very worried with this Palace of Cups in reverse. He's not happy at all. He's extremely stressed out. And Five of Cups, he's been not only like really upset and like trying not to cry at times, but also I feel like he's been drinking. And he's not really somebody who does drink. So it's like he's one of those people that usually like he'll have a glass of champagne at a, event or something like that. But he's not the kind of person that's going to like sit down and have a glass of scotch every night. The last couple months he has been. And he might actually turn into an alcoholic, you guys. If he feels like things just continue to spiral out of control for him. With this Eight of Wands and this Eight of Cups, he's going to have to keep moving. And he knows this. It's like, oh, I can't live there, or I can only be there for a little bit and then I have to go somewhere else. So he has no idea really where he's going to go after this. It's like, yeah, I'm going to go to Mar-a-Lago for right now. But like, as we've seen, Mar-a-Lago's, the surrounding areas, like, you don't have residential like license to live here, so we can charge you with that, or go after you for that. Plus, Mar-a-Lago is also in jeopardy of being repossessed by the Deutsche Bank, since they cut ties with him and they are looking to repossess that in Trump Tower to get their money back. So it's like, yeah, I'm going there for the moment, but I'm gonna have to leave. He's just really feels trapped and doesn't know which way to go. He's having some really big emotional tantrums behind the scenes, guys. Also, Page of Coins, Three of Swords, and Page of Swords is the underlying energy. He knows Melania is leaving. He knows Melania has somebody else that she wants to go be with, too. So, it's like there's a lot of trying to negotiate and beg with her not to do it yet. Like, please, God, you can't be like, look at all the shit that's happening to me. You can't leave me in the middle of this. Like, you're the one thing that I need right now because it's the one thing that's gonna, like, it's all about his image. And it's like, you're gonna make me look even more stupid if I get left in the middle of this. And like, Melania's just like, fuck you, I don't care. You have all these men coming after you from Iraq and Iran. Like, I'm not trying to get killed over you, Donald. Just like, give me my Birkins and get out of my way. I could just imagine her too. Oh, you want to threaten me? Let me call Nancy Pelosi and tell her about that email I saw you deleting last night. It's just too funny because I can literally just imagine Melania threatening him and swinging a Birkin around while she's doing it. So, anyways, yeah, so with the Emperor, the King of Coins, and the King of Cups here, it's like he's really trying to team up with people, that he feels like, okay, I mean, obviously, I feel like this King of Cups person is Giuliani, where it's like, Giuliani is sort of still blindly following him around, even though Donald's like, oh, we're not going to pay you, and we're not going to do this, and we're not going to do that. but it's because so many other people have been distancing themselves and turning away from him that he's trying to cling to the ones that still have some sort of authority out there or experience or whatever, to where they can be able to, you know, go ahead and help him some way or other. And it's like, because he's just, you know, the cheese doesn't want to stand alone, basically. Because he really is out there all by himself, you know, on an island. So, Spirit, please tell me. What else do we have to look forward to when it comes to Donald Trump? This is the crazy thing because, you know, Pence is going to go to the inauguration. Pence already agreed, you know, did the conciliatory, like, congratulations, whatever call, you know, to Harris that they traditionally do. And obviously the Obamas, being the classy people that they are, despite everything that Trump has done to them, still, you know, were able to, you know, still uphold the traditions because they're classy people, but Trump is refusing to do all of those things. And so, you know, he feels like because Mike Pence is like, I'm still going to do the stuff that I should be doing, like that Mike Pence is like being a traitor to him. And it's like, okay, you know, if somebody's literally, I mean, not that I think, I'm not defending Mike Pence in any sort of way. Trust me, I can't stand him. But on the other hand, it's like just logically looking at something. If somebody has literally spent their entire life working to get to the position that they are, and it supposedly was, you know, this honor and serving their country and all this shit, then why would you expect that somebody's just going to turn their back on everything that they worked so hard for just because you want to throw a tantrum and act a fool? So, ooh, Melania already has her next husband picked out, guys. Very interesting tea. I really, for sure, Melania is leaving him this year. So funny. Every time I pull cards on like what's coming for him, her leaving him just always has to come up. But the thing is, you know, I mean, she's just so over this. I mean, I would imagine we as a country are so over him. I can only imagine the woman that was married to him has had to have been so over him before we even got to the point of having to experience enough of him to be so over him. So, right now, you know, she's getting paid to stay there. With the Queen of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles, it's literally talking about that, like, literally they had to give her some sort of bonus to not have left him. She was, like, so fed up that she was going to leave him this year as soon as he lost, even before he lost the election. She's like, I don't care. I'm not sticking around for another 4 years if you win. And I need to be out of here. And so they had to give her some sort of money to get her to even stick through the rest of this term with him. And there is an offer being made to her right now that she's refusing, that they want her to stay married to him for at least another year or two. And she's like, no, because me and my child's life is in danger at this point. No. She's really afraid too that if she stays married to him, that she's gonna face some sort of criminal charges as well. Melania's like been very smart in that she's always kept her nose out of whatever the hell he's doing, whether that was Trump Tower or presidency kind of shit. But she still feels like because his kids are facing you know, possible legal ramifications? Are they going to try to catch me in something too? And her just wanting to be as far away from him and it as possible so that she can be safe. So she has another rich man that she has been dealing with. She actually does love this guy too. I mean, there is this idea that through this man's wealth and status that he's not only going to provide for her because there is this star in the 10 of Pentacles under it, but protect her because she really is scared for her safety with the situations that he's got himself into. Like, okay, if Russia's after you, Iran is after you, Iraq is after you, these are people and, you know, dictators who don't care about, you know, sticking in some sort of code where it's like, okay, if Sweden was after you, they'll just come arrest you and put you through a fair trial and you'll go to prison there. Iraq's gonna blow up your house with everybody in it and kill all of us trying to get back at you. You know, that's where she's coming from. And it's like, if I am with somebody who, you know, I'm obviously like, I don't agree with that man, I'm not invested in him, keep me out of it, and I'm safely tucked away in Sweden with some other guy, you know, then you're not going to have your sights set on me and hurt me as you're coming for Donald's. He has a huge tower moment coming for him. And it's right around the same time that him and Melania, like, announced that they're splitting. So it's either he's getting arrested and Melania announces, like, oh, I'm leaving him as soon as he's arrested. Or she announces she's leaving him and he's arrested. But I keep seeing handcuffs. So we're going to ask what this tower card moment is. Because I know it's also in regards to her not following along with the way that they wanted things to go and leaving him when he's not ready for her to leave anyways. But I feel like it's also, you know, a tower and the whole overall of his life. So the underlying, you know, thing here, Ace of Swords, Seven of Swords, Five of Wands. So much deception, so much things that somebody thought things were going to be one way and it worked out to be somewhere else. So much, oh my God, I have such a battle ahead of me and I don't know what's coming and I don't know. Like, he also feels like the people who were advising him, like Giuliani, were giving him bad advice or they outright lied to him and, like, he's starting to blame them. Just wait until shit really hits the fan and he's going to try to, like, get all of his lawyers and legal team to take the fall. Like, well, they were the ones advising me and they told me to do that. It wasn't my fault because I didn't know any better because that's what they were getting paid for. You know, trying to pass the buck off to them. They'll get in trouble too, but it's not going to get him out of trouble. Spirit, is Donald Trump going to go to jail? Is that what this tower card is? Yes or no? Thank you, Spirit. Is Donald Trump going to jail? Is that what this tower card means? Thank you, Spirit. I just heard that he will lose Trump Tower in Mar-a-Lago. The bank is going to be successful in being able to repossess them. Four of Cups, Judgment, and Eight of Swords. So, yes, he will be going to jail, guys. It's just, oh my God, I feel such, like, heavy energy on me. I asked for the next week, and they're telling me all this shit, like, you know, that's going to happen over the next few months, but Spirit likes to be very, you know, big picture sometimes. So, Spirit, before we cut the video off, is there any other messages for what we can expect from Donald Trump specifically this week? Thank you, Spirit. Expect that, you guys, I keep seeing him holding some big-ass press conference outside of Mar-a-Lago, either tomorrow afternoon while the inauguration is happening or the next morning. And he is going to be trying to incite people to impeach Joe Biden, I know that the Parler app and some other, like, you know, right wing kind of white supremacist sort of, you know, safe havens have been suggesting that people supposedly, you know, should start asking for Joe Biden to get impeached. And I'm like, impeached on what? But what Trump is going to be claiming is that, again, they stole the election and that, you know, he should be impeached because he doesn't rightfully belong to be the president because it was a rigged election. And it's like, I feel it inciting some crazy stands of his, but I feel it only further pushing others in the Republican Party away from him, because he's just gotten to the point where even if somebody still somehow stood by him or believed in him or whatever, he's just going to be making more and more crazy ass statements in crazy ass places. Like, oh, I started a YouTube channel, even though it says that it's Baron Trump, you know, or whatever, like, or I am on Parler talking to people. He's going to be doing crazy, crazy stunts like that and just saying wild things to where every last person that actually gives a crap about their future in politics, their career, their safety, their freedom is going to be forced to completely disassociate with him and publicly declaring that they have. So we will see, you know, some crazy Trump supporters out in the streets trying to do the stuff that he's inciting people to do, a la what we saw at the Capitol. So this next, you know, 2 months, you guys, but especially this whole year, but especially the next 2 months until this man is arrested, please, please, please just really be like watching out for yourself and your safety, especially if you live in an area that is filled with Trump supporters, because some of them are going to be pretty nutty. Spirit just really wanted you guys to know that so that you can be prepared. And like I said, I just keep seeing him having this stupid press conference saying a bunch of shit that everybody's gonna be like, what? You know, and then just going all over the place everywhere else to, you know, want to just start crap and get people all riled up. And it's like, what do you think that, like, telling like a bunch of citizens to impeach Joe Biden is gonna do, though? Like, you should be trying to, if that's gonna happen, convince, I don't know, the Senate, Congress, the House of Representatives, the people who actually do those kinds of things. Because we're not in the middle of some sort of election, and it's like, obviously, like, we've been screaming in the streets for how long, for what we want, and we don't get heard. So it's like, okay. You guys, I don't think it's going to take very long for him to actually get arrested. Because we have this 6 of Swords and 4 of Swords. So it's like, it's talking about leaving and walking right into imprisonment. So it's either as soon as he's forced to leave Mar-a-Lago or very shortly after he leaves office. But there is states that already, in lawsuits, and I just keep feeling like there's already all of these papers filed and ready to go. Like, you know, the second that you're out of office and you are officially no longer president of the United States, you know, Thursday at 12:01 a.m., you know, when we know for sure, okay, we're clear, everything's going up on the state, you know, court system, filed, stamped by the clerks, you know, officially registered, and here's your lawsuits, arrest warrants, whatever. There's a lot coming towards him with this judgment. And a lot of this stuff, you guys, Moon card and Seven of Pentacles is talking about things from the past coming back to bite him in the ass. Page of Pentacles, Five of Swords, things that he's done in the present. A lot of lawsuits with the Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. But, you know, it's also that Judgment and that imprisonment card with the Four of Swords. It's also about, you know, legal, criminal issues, not just lawsuit type things. So, not surprised that I saw that tower there for you, dude. But anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and end it there. I need to go meditate after this one. I've done Jeffree Star, Shane Dawson, Trisha Paytas, now Donald Trump today. And I'm like, let's go, like, clear our energy so we can enjoy the rest of the Aquarius season starting. So I love you all so much, and I will see you guys all again soon. Book your own personal private reading. Information in the description box below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do all the things, and I will see you again. Bye.